Hello and welcome to 8th grade Humanities, back to school night. So I'm Mrs. Fissler and I am going to be the teacher yet again, I guess we can say. So contact information has stayed the same. The reminders changed just a little bit. And then the Google Voice number is definitely different this year. So that's something that I've added in. As far as the office hours go, it's going to be posted every Wednesday. It's either going to be Wednesday morning or Tuesday night that I post it. Now, depending on the week and what other meetings I have scheduled that day, my office hours will be between 8 and 9 or 12 to 1. Or it could be a half hour in the morning or a half hour in the afternoon. But it'll be at least 60 minutes of me essentially sitting in a potentially empty Teams chat waiting for kids to hop in and hop out. Now, if your child wants specific help or wants to do like a small group Teams meeting, we can absolutely set that up for Wednesdays. So I'm working from home on Wednesdays as well. I will be free all throughout the day. So you can just let me know what time works best for you. Some important information. The online learning platform this year is Schoology. I know last year we used Unified Classroom, so this is a little bit different. However, I really, really like Schoology and everything that they have to offer. As far as the assignments go, everything will be posted in the Schoology calendar. It's basically like an online assignment book that your student never has to actually write in. All the assignments are going to be in one spot. But again, your children are fantastic and they already know all this and probably won't even need it. So test corrections, retakes, and substitute assignments. So if your child is not happy with the grade of their major assessment, they can reach out to me and they can just say, hey, Mrs. Fissler, can I do something to improve my test grade on, whatever assignment it was? We will then figure out whether or not they should do corrections, retake it completely, or do an entirely different assignment to substitute that grade. So we will sit and talk together and figure out what your best option is. These are all going to be completed on Wednesdays. Again, that's my office hours days. That's the days where I don't have any actual classes scheduled. So I have a lot more flexibility with my time on that day. So late work, it will absolutely be accepted. That has not changed for me. The only thing that has changed is that during this remote and or hybrid schedule, depending on which one we're in, I'm allowing for what I like to call a week of understanding. So if your child has an assignment due on Friday and they totally forgot about it, which is very uncharacteristic for them, but if they did, let's just say they did, if they turn it in by the following Friday, they will get a full grade for it. There will be no points taken off. After that week, there will be a letter grade taken off each day that it's late. So if they turn it in that following Monday, after the week of understanding, they will then get the highest of a 92, which is a B. The grading policy, pretty simple, the same as it's been for the past couple of years in all the subjects. So all major tests and projects are worth 50% of their grades. Minor quizzes and projects are worth 35% of their grades. And then supportive assignments are worth 15% of their grades. So that's going to be the smaller, like little Edpuzzle videos and any type of like homework-ish assignment. Oh, also, as far as Wednesdays go, there will be no new assignments. They will be expected to complete work on Wednesdays, but nothing new will be assigned. So it'll be work that was assigned on Monday and or Tuesday that they did not complete, all right? So they will always have that Wednesday to work on assignments. But again, nothing new will be assigned on Wednesdays. All right, so the humanities information. What sets this class apart from the other 7th grade classes? The first thing is the additional reading. Your children are familiar with this. Hopefully you're familiar with this as well. We will read 3 nonfiction or historical fiction books, and they will correspond with our various units of study. All of these books will be provided by me. If your child is coming into the building, then I will be giving them their 3 books within the next few weeks. Those 3 books, I'm trying to give them all out at once so that if for some reason we do have to go remote, your child will have those books already. If your child is full remote and not coming back to the classroom, I will be making rounds. I've said in the past, I have no life, I have no children, so I'm going to spend the night driving around and handing out the books to everyone's house. I can put them in your mailbox, we can socially distance wave, and, I'll move on to the next house. So I will give you guys a heads up a few days in advance, and then I'll give you like a time frame of which I'll be heading over your way. This year, unlike last year's Model UN, we have the mock trial. This is a competition sponsored by the New Jersey State Bar Foundation, and this requires the students to work in groups and create a mock trial case based on specific topics. The topics are handed out by them. I know one of the topics this year is the First Amendment, and I'm not 100% positive the other one. They always give us 2, and the kids can choose. What they do is write a balanced court case. And then once they've written that court case, I submit them to the New Jersey State Bar Foundation, and then they choose winners. If your child is chosen, then they could possibly, and again I say possibly because I'm not quite sure what's happening this year, they could possibly debate it. I would assume it's virtually. In the past, it's a field trip. Also, with the mock trial, we also do this courtroom to classroom, the courthouse to classroom program with the Woodbury County Courthouse. Typically, we take a field trip there and act out a court case, and the kids get to debate, and they all take on different personas. However, I don't think that is going to happen this year. However, I am very adamant about getting the judge who normally comes to our classroom to do something virtually, whether it's recorded. I would love to get him in a WebEx or a Teams chat with us so that he can hop in and talk to the kids about the given topics. And then I'm also looking into finding attorneys in the area who might be interested in maybe recording a little bit of information about those topics. We shall see. I'm going to reach out. They could possibly ignore me altogether. We'll see. All right. Current events. This is another thing that sets humanities apart. My other classes do like 3 current events marking period. Humanities does 2 current events each month. And we do that using Newsella. We will not start that until October though, because the ELA teachers have to set up the Lexile levels. All right, so here's just some general information. This was given to us by the tech department, so you can just stop here or continue working or continue watching this. It's totally up to you. If your child's coming into school, we ask that their battery be fully charged on their laptop because due to social distancing, we may not have a spot for everybody to charge. And because everything's getting wiped down, we prefer to keep them in one single desk. However, I do have extension cords and we can make it work. Just try and remember to have them fully charged. Schoology help. So for this, you're going to go to the WTPS.org website, then go to Parents, and then Schoology. There's all kinds of videos there for you to help. And then there's also videos about other platforms that we're using. Students will either go through WTPS.org or through ClassLink. Your children are very familiar with ClassLink at this point in time because we did use it last year, and then we went over it again this year on Monday, and we kind of just went through, made sure they can access their textbook. So that's the same as last year. And then as far as reaching out to me for assistance with Schoology, if I can help them, I'm probably the best bet because I will respond the quickest. If I cannot help them, I will direct them to the tech department. So this is what you'll see. So under that Schoology page, it says Schoology Resources for Families, and that's going to be more for the parents. And then there's digital platforms for students, and it's a lot of helpful information about Schoology and anything else that we may be using for our digital platforms. again, as I said, if I can't help your child, I will then send them this way. So there's the phone number to get help for tech, and that's 589-8500 with the extension of 4357. Or they can always send an email it's studenthelp@wtps.org. My suggestion would be to use that one first because the email tends to be the better route. All right. I hope this was helpful for you. And if you need anything else, feel free to let me know. It's going to be a good year. It's going to be a different year, but it's going to be a good year. And I look forward to working with your children again. Have a great night.